Yeah. I am S. Patnaik from CICC. I'm studying Lendi Institute of Engineering Technology. As part of our case study, I have a small interaction with you. Could you please give a time?
Sure, Junior. How can I help you?
Yeah, I have some questions for you. So which I can understand it and I can gain some knowledge on that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Start asking me.
Yeah. So, what is your name and where are you from?
Myself DEEPIKA and I am from Vijayanagar, Andhra Pradesh. I recently passed out from the Lendi Institute of Engineering Technology in the stream of EC. And coming to my work culture, I recently placed in Wipro and present I am an intern from the past 4 months. And this would be the best part on coming to the work culture.
Yes. Yes, India, my next question is, what was your experience in ELCS LAB and how it has helped in you facing the interviews in real time?
Coming to ELCS LAB, it is the best platform for the people who feels like an introverts that who can't able to communicate with one another. And I think it would be the best platform in order to communicate with each other without any judgmental issues. Because there are many people who face like if I want to talk to anyone, whether anyone would judge me or they insult me or they laugh at my communication language. So when coming to this platform, it would be the best platform and you want to showcase your talent on the basis of your communication, your language, your body language, your ethic, your appearance and all. So coming to that, not only a single task, there are multiple tasks can be played in this platform. So for being the people who want to be placed in best communication language companies, and mostly the companies are wishing to take the people who are having a very good language skills like communication, So I think this would be the best platform to the people who want to exhibit their talents based upon the communication.
So it's helped a lot.
Yeah.
Yes. Senior, the next question is, could you... Senior, my next question is, could you please tell me that the important requirements for facing an interview?
Facing an interview, the first requirement you should need is, first of all, you should be in a proper time, isn't it? You should be very punctual. Next of all, your body ethic, like whether you are groomed well, you should be in a situation that you should not be judgmental on based upon your uniform. And coming to third, your way of presenting your skills. Like every interview wishes to have to know to whom he or she is going to recruit. So basically, the first requirement is communication skills. Next, the body ethic, punctuality, and also the knowledge that you are going to be shown. Like whatever the company you are going to apply the role, that knowledge should be acquired. So I think these are the most crucial importance in order to apply for a role in a company.
Yes, Senior. My next question is, in ELCS LAB, which activity do you like the most and which had helped you in improving your communication?
Coming to improving communication, the first activity I like the most is group discussion. Coming to group discussion, here various people would be present in our team. Like in our team, we have almost 8 to 10 members. Each and every person would able to have a single talk because it gives a chance to speak up and it gives the views about a single topic, how we gonna share our views, and even the people who are not awareness on the subject also they wanted to speak up because there are multiple chances giving each and everyone to speak, to narrate their views, as well as giving opportunity to each and everyone in order to communicate with each other based upon a single topic. So I think group discussion would play a very crucial role in improving the communication.
Senior, my next question is, could you give me the experience in writing the exams like in thesis and like CAP Gemini, for especially in writing a written test?
Okay, coming to written test, it plays a very crucial role because it is the beginning step in order to get into a company. So basically every company tells us to qualify the written test, and for written test we should be well prepared for aptitude, reasoning, puzzles, and mostly English verbal questions and comprehensions and most probably fill in the blanks like that, you know, na? Like all these things will come under the verbal. And coming to written test, we have coding questions in TCS and Wipro, and coding questions are also very simple. Last time we have wrote na, but when you want to qualify for national qualified test for higher packages, then the coding level will be very high. So you should be very well prepared for both the coding questions, programming questions, as well as aptitude and reasoning. These questions will definitely place a very crucial role for selecting not only to written test but also to the interview panel, because nowadays interviews are going in such a manner that whatever the questions that we wrote in written test are also again repeatedly asking for interview, because they are testing whether they have wrote genuinely or not. Okay, so whatever the things that you are going to be attempt in written test, make sure that you yourself going to attempt and be prepared for each and every context. That's it.
Start.
Senior, my next question is, could you please give me the experience in facing the face-to-face interview?
Coming to face-to-face interview that I have attended, the first is Wipro, and you know, I'm the first member in my department, and you know how a CRP team will push ourselves like how to attend an interview, because you should be, first of all, the thing is you should be punctual at right time, because I am the first member. My slot is at morning 9 o'clock. I should be at 8:30 itself along with my requirements. So when I entered into the interview panel, already I got a mail and message that your interview is going to start within 5 minutes. How would it be? It would definitely be very tense. So, so whatever the things that I have prepared, it just arised off. So I'm very much tense, and even our recruitment team are saying that don't be panic, just be free. Feel like it just some interview, not like an interview, just some unknown person is going to ask you some questions that you are going to respond the things that whatever you know. Be confident enough, but don't be overconfident that even you are giving the wrong answers, you should be very confident. Okay, so whatever things that you have prepared, so be confident enough to tell them that you have a very knowledge on that subject, but if not, even you have very confident about the basis of the subject. So interview definitely plays a very crucial role, because they check you how you are, how you groom, how punctual you are, how you are going to answer to each and every question. And the thing is, they are going to also judge your communication. So all these things plays a very crucial role in selecting you. So just be brand about yourself and be communicating very effectively for each and every question they are going to ask you.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, Senior. My next question is, could you give some tips for preparing a resume for the facing in interviews?
First of all, the basic requirement is they will tell you that the eligibility criteria in academic qualifications, like in your 10th class, you should be at least up to 70%, like 60% around. And for your 12th also, 60 to 70% around qualifications must be needed in order to apply for a job. And for BTech, coming to BTech, it will be calculated around your percentage. So 70% or CGPA 7 around should be must. So coming to these criteria, you should be must fulfill. And next is the skills, the skill must plays a very crucial role for selecting a job role. Like if you take for a Wipro as an example, I applied for project engineer. The skills that they asked me is basic programming skills, communication skills, collaboration skills, teamwork, leadership, and like these the skills they asked. And I kept my resume like what are the skills that I have, whatever the things that I acquire, what are the certifications I performed and I did, and what are the academic qualifications I have. I attained all those in my resume, and they also shortlisted based upon resume once I applied for the job role. So basically what the companies do is, once you are going to apply for a job, they keep checking whether the candidate having the academic qualifications and whether the candidate is fit for a job role or not. So based upon the job role requirements and categories, you should be updating your resume. You should not stick to each and single resume likewise. So you should keep updating. You could keep varying to each and every resume and start applying.
Yes, Senior. Fine. My last part of this question is, What is the role of verbal test in campus interviews?
It is a basic qualified test for written test. I mean, for eligibility in order to complete your communication, in order to test your English skills, and whether you are fit for role or not. So basically, verbal plays a very crucial role in order to get a high score in written test. So the best thing is whether you are going to prepare for verbal, it's better to start at least a single new word in a day, because the things that you are going to obtain in your written test are mostly seen in upcoming newspapers for like Hindu and all. So verbal score is to get prepared for a new word at least a day by following current affairs. So I suggest you to have a very good reading in newspapers. It definitely improves your reading comprehension, like how you are going to be attend when you are facing interview. So it would be helpful for you to know how you are going to be. So following all the things very carefully for writing the written test and interview and attending all the things very carefully, so you can crack very multiple companies. So because the hiring is going to be improved much more when compared to us, so you have very good opportunities upcomingly. So be prepared for each and everything and have very careful observations for each and every job role, and keep updating yourselves with your resume, and keep start learning from now and unless you are going to be cracked in a multinational companies. Okay, all the best.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, thank you for spending your valuable time with me and having your patience for answering my questions. Thank you lots.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.